Hi, today's FretTips will focus on a small technique that makes a huge difference: muting. Now, a good muting technique is a clear sign that you're in control of your instrument and that what you play is exactly what you want it to play. It's a very easy concept, but it takes some time and a lot of practice to master. Muting is done with both hands, so it's generally split into two parts: left hand muting and right hand muting. Now, to simplify, muting in the right hand moves from the bottom bass strings up, and left hand muting moves from the top treble strings down. Now, as you play and move up and down the neck, your left and right hands act as borders, as two floodgates, in sync with each other, keeping only a smaller area in between the string open to ring out the notes. Check it out. Now, as you play the notes on the bottom E string, the right hand edge is floating above the string or is anchored on the bridge without touching the string to mute it. The 5 remaining strings are muted entirely by the left hand, like this. Crossing to the A string, the right hand moves onto the E string, muting it and anchoring itself for further muting of the strings as you will advance upwards. Let's have a listen. Closing with the right hand, the left hand retracts and keeps the upper strings covered. This is done mostly by the index finger of the left hand. Now, in many cases, other fingers will have to take over, especially when the first finger frets the top string and other fingers play below it. For example, playing 6 on the E and G strings. In that case, tilting the middle finger will effectively mute the open B string in between by touching it enough to deaden the tone. Now, if your touch is too delicate, you risk harmonics ringing out, which comes out fairly easily if you're using distortion. As most lessons and videos on muting focus on these two techniques, the left hand index finger muting and right hand edge muting, I like to add in a third technique, and that is the right hand rest finger muting. If you're already playing with a hybrid picking technique or you come from a classical guitar background, this might come easier to you, or you're already using it. It requires positioning of your non-pick holding right hand fingers, the middle, ring, and pinky, on the upper 3 strings, that's the G, B, and E. Now, this technique gives you even more control, positioning your fingers for hybrid picking licks and tightening up your muting that one level higher. And that is it for muting. Don't be discouraged if it takes a longer time to develop, and make sure you invest more time into proper technique, because in the end it's worth it. And don't forget to play more music and have a good time. Like, subscribe, comment, the whole shebang. Till next time, see you on FretTips.